Life is about climbing the mountain. It's not about being on top. Being on top is easy. Sitting there looking at the world under your feet as the feeling of accomplishment wafts over you. It's about the struggle. It's the heartache. It's the sudden sensation to quit and then ignoring that sensation and continue climbing. That's life.
The fight between El Paso's own Jennifer Han and Ghana's Helen Joseph is officially on. For the first time ever, a fighter from El Paso will fight for a world championship in El Paso. It will take place on September 19th at the Don Haskins Center. Han will fight for the IBF World Featherweight title. Han enters with a record of 12-3 with 1 knockout. Joseph is 12-2 with 7 knockouts in her career.
You know, this fight, it doesn't come easy. It wasn't easy to put together. There were some obstacles in the way. There were other promoters that had contracts. There were delays in getting a visa. There was just a lot of red tape that in the beginning just seemed like, why would I want to get involved? But once the smoke cleared and you had an opportunity to really see what's going on, you realize that if you're structured and you have the drive, you can go for it. And we went for it, and we applied for the visa, and then the visa date wouldn't get approved, or the embassy couldn't make time to see them.
I was a little discouraged because it had already been postponed almost 4 times. I was supposed to fight this fight last year, and I was trying to convince my coach to see if the IBF would let me fight somebody else, because since I didn't know what the reason for her not getting her visa was. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm sure there's a reason why I needed to wait this long. But it's finally here, no excuses, and I'm just ready to go.
This is Unwrapped, Han versus Joseph.
My dad was a coach for the U.S. boxing team, and he was one of the coaches that was the founder of the boys club here in Las Cruces, and they had a team that actually was a national powerhouse, even out of Las Cruces, when the town was a lot smaller than it is now. And then he was one of the founders of the POW program as well here in Las Cruces. So I grew up in the gym. That was my babysitter was going to the gym. I've met Jennifer when she was a young teenager. I remember I was watching her fight kickboxing. I was a big fan of hers and AB's. They fought out of Monza Vice Gym, and they were both very known not only in the community but throughout the area, and probably nationally because of their accomplishments. One day, A.B. and his father came up and asked me to train him in boxing, and of course I've known the family for many years, so I accepted. Felt very honored that they would consider me to be their coach.
Louis was working with A.B., and A.B.'s professional career was blowing away. He was knocking everybody out. A.B. was doing amazing.
And in time, Jennifer came along.
In the beginning, I don't think Louis was so comfortable because he never worked with a female before. But now, Louis knows I'm just a boxer. I'm not anything difficult, so I think we make a great team. And of course, AB's still with me, and Austin trains with us, Tim, Augustine. We have great training camp, and can't beat having Louis Burke as my coach. He has so much knowledge, he has so much experience, and he knows what I need to do to be a world champion.
You know, Helen Joseph, coming from Nigeria, she has a strong background. She has 12 wins, 7 by knockout. She's no easy task. And being that she's been fighting mostly in Nigeria, there's not a lot of footage on her. It's kind of scary because she packs so much power, and she's such an aggressor. And she's not coming here to give away a title. She's coming to earn a title, and she's flying halfway across the world to come and prove herself. The belt is vacant right now. No one owns it, so they're both very hungry and eager.
What we know about Jennifer's opponent, Helen Joseph is very little. To be quite blunt with you, we know very little. We're not able to obtain a lot of video.
I do know she has a similar background to me.
Possibly maybe 2 minutes of video that we've had a chance to dissect, and that's 3 years old.
And she grew up doing martial arts like me. She did kickboxing like me. She did amateur boxing like I did. She transitioned into the pros just like I did. So she has a similar background to me. She does not have a similar style, fighting-wise, but she does have a similar style, similar background growing up.
She's taking this fight to prove a point on United States soil, and it's quite the challenge. It's gonna be something to watch.
I'm losing it. Lost again. So maybe I fall, maybe I fail, maybe my heart's not made of stone. Maybe you'll see secrets I'd never wanna show. But I can't help it, I'm not superhuman, I'm breaking. Don't let me fall apart, I can't help it.
The IBF is one of the 4 major organizations in professional boxing, and I'm getting that opportunity. That's huge for me. I will be making history, and I'm proud to represent El Paso. I'm proud to represent the U.S., and I want this for me. So first, I want to be a champion. Second, I want to make everybody else proud.
What inspires us to fight? Anything handed to us will always be taken for granted. We only appreciate the things we fight for. The struggle is what makes the achievement worthwhile. The ability to say, I finished, I did it, I won, is meaningless unless you put yourself through hell and back for the thing you're most passionate about. Jennifer Han has been waiting her whole life for this night. Every punch thrown, every drop of sweat, every setback and letdown, every time she was told this fight would not happen has led to this one night.
We have a special guest here tonight, a native El Pasoan from Urban High School, a UTEP grad. Currently, she's the #1 contender for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. She is fighting September 19th at the Don Haskins Center versus the number two contender out of Nigeria, Helen Joseph. So let's all go out and support her. I want to welcome you, a very special guest. Let's hear it for Jennifer Han.